Hey sis, I'm Vina. Welcome and welcome back to Full Off Joy, where I share my wellness journey, more specifically relating to weight loss and PCOS. And in this video, I'll be sharing my 1 year update on PCOS from when I got diagnosed last June or July of 2020. So yeah, I'm going to try to make this very brief and kind of give you guys an update on how I've been feeling, what I plan on doing to combat my PCOS, and kind of touch on what I stated before around this time last year. So let me just hop on in and tell you guys everything. Last year I was formally diagnosed with PCOS. I have a whole playlist that I will link in the cards telling you about my whole journey from when I was like a teenager up until now being diagnosed. But in short, PCOS is something that I've been dealing with since I was a teenager, about the age of 15, and I wasn't formally diagnosed until age 30, which was June of 2020, June or July 2020. I went to go get like more blood work and everything like that in June of 2020, and then early July 2020 is when my physician told me that I indeed have PCOS. When I first got diagnosed with polycystic ovarian syndrome, which I will refer to throughout the video as PCOS, I dived right on in and started documenting what I was doing, which was the first thing my physician did was prescribe me with metformin. I took metformin for about 2 months, and let me backpedal. So why I said I dealt with PCOS since I was at age 15, because for me, PCOS wasn't more so like a cystic type of thing, which is cysts on your ovaries. It's more of a hormonal imbalance. So around age 15 is when I stopped having regular periods or regular cycles. So I would have them for 1 month, and then I wouldn't have them for like 3, 4, sometimes 6 months. And it's still like that as an adult. So I've been dealing with this for over 15 years now, which is so crazy. I've been on different birth controls and it kind of regulated, and then it would go back to not having it. So maybe twice a year I would have it. I wouldn't even say every season. It's usually like, it's crazy. Like it usually comes back around September, October, and then maybe at the end of the year I'll get it one more time, and then it's just all over the place. So I don't get them more than maybe 2 to 3 times a year. So yeah, that was a red flag. But like I said, I explained all that stuff in detail in that playlist that I linked in the cards, and you can watch my whole story about PCOS and also when I first started taking the metformin. So I started taking the metformin for a couple months, and it was a challenge, to say the least. You definitely, if you're going to opt to take that and make that decision, I don't want to say you and your physician make the decision, because the decision is always yours to take it. So definitely do your research on any medication that any physician is trying to put you on, because you have to truly do this because you want to do it, and you have to educate yourself and advocate for yourself. So I took it after doing research. I did take the metformin, and I was on it, like I said, for about 2 months. If you're going to take it, I strongly suggest that you take it in the evening with a meal, and make sure that you aren't eating it with like super heavy meal, like nothing fried, deep fried. Yeah, try to keep your diet more clean, low carb if possible, because all that stuff makes your stomach go crazy. When I was taking it in the earlier today, crazy cramping. Not at first, but it started, but diarrhea was crazy. I'm just going to be totally honest. Diarrhea is definitely a thing that you will experience if you're taking metformin. But I felt like my symptoms were less when I took it at night, so I opted to take it in the evening. After I took the metformin for about a month, I did get my cycle, which is typical for me to get a cycle around this time of the year, but I'm pretty sure it was sped up because of the metformin. So I can say that I think it did definitely aid in me getting my cycle again. But unfortunately, in that second month, the brand of metformin that I was taking was recalled, so I stopped taking it, and I consulted with my physician, and they prescribed me with another brand, which coincidentally, that specific, either way, that brand was recalled too. So I just took it as a sign, like maybe I should just step back and approach this a little differently and maybe go more holistically. I started doing more research, and my boyfriend was like, you know, you should probably try to do more research and try to figure out how you can maybe do this thing more on a natural, holistic way rather just taking medicine, which I totally get why most people would take medicine, or some people would. I was one of them. I did take the medicine because I wasn't eating healthy, eating right anyway. Also, some of my symptoms with having PCOS is pretty much I grow a lot of body hair. Sometimes on my chin, it's not a lot, a little bit on my chin, a little bit on my neck, and a little bit on my chest. That's really where I get the most at, and it's not a lot, but it grows really quickly and it's not thick, thank goodness, because I know some people who do. But yeah, that's always been the case since I was about a teenager. Like I said, I stopped having cycles, only have them 2 to 3 times a year, and then it's hard for me to lose weight. I gain weight really quickly and it's hard for me to lose it. And I've already talked about this in the past if you watch some of my videos about my anxiety and depression, which are symptoms of PCOS as well. So yeah, I decided after I stopped taking the metformin that I was going to try to do this more holistically, and I was already on a healthy weight loss journey, but to be honest, I was not in the mindset. I thought I was trying my best to eat healthy, but it just didn't work out. Every month I was like, all right, I'll eat healthy, and I'll eat healthy for a couple weeks, and then it's back to eating crappy again. And it was a nasty cycle. And I'm like, I got to do something different. So throughout this past year, basically I've been working on my mental so I can work on my physical. And even though I'm not where I wanted to be, and in the next video I'll be telling you about how I plan on starting my healthy weight loss journey to lose 100 pounds or as close to 100 pounds as I can within this next year or so. Definitely need to work on your mental, because it's so easy to just go back and forth with all these type of things. So that's what I've been doing. And for a minute there, I was gonna be like, okay, I'm gonna go back on the metformin, I'm gonna take it. But literally, guys, I took 1 pill and I was like, I can't do this no more. So I have like 3 bottles, like at least 6 months worth, no, like 9 months worth of metformin in my house that I have not taken, because I just can't bring myself to feel, it wasn't excruciating pain, but when you feel like something is off in your body, I just can't bring myself to take it. So here I am again, trying to combat my PCOS naturally. I'm going to give myself a few months to do this way and see what happens. See if my period starts happening again. And if it doesn't, then I will revisit taking metformin. Until then, I'm going to hold off. I'm going to hold off for a few months and just let my body do what it does as I'm eating more healthy. So I'm just going to give you this brief update. So the cycle I had right after my first month of taking metformin last year was October 2020, and I was on for about 7 days. So that was October 8th through the 14th. And that's a mix of spotting and medium flow. And then the next cycle I had was the end of January 2021. So that was January 27th through February 3rd. And then I didn't get another cycle until August the 25th, 2021. And that lasted about 2 weeks, a little over, almost 2 weeks, like a week and a half. And that was from August 25th through September 4th. And then I actually got another cycle, which is crazy, from October 27th through November 2nd. I did not get one so far. Today's date is December 5th, and I did not get one in November. So I'm hoping to get one at the end of this month, hopefully around the 26th or 27th again. I'm hoping that my cycle comes back around, which would be perfect timing. If it just stays like that, I'd rather have it towards the end of the month and early of the month rather than that 3rd week of the month, just for timing and like vacation purposes. But yeah, I just wanted to give you guys that update. So in short, not much has changed since last year other than my mindset, which I said is a huge play. Because if your mind and your mental, you're not right there, then it's going to be hard for, at least it's hard for me to implement these type of changes when my mind isn't right. So this next year, I'll be implementing a more healthy lifestyle, and in my next video I'll be telling you more about that, and I'll actually be doing a cleanse too. So a lot of videos coming up soon, trying to get myself back on the wagon. And I chose to do this now and not wait till January because I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better, like I said, mentally, and I want to go ahead and start. I don't want to keep waiting like, oh, the top of the year I'm going to go ahead and start. No, I'm going to start now, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. So in short, I'm going to be eating healthy, and I'm hoping that this will help combat my PCOS. I just can't bring myself to take that metformin. Not sure. Like I said, I'm going to give myself a good couple months, at least 2 to 3 months, hopefully by, let's say, February. If I haven't had any changes by February, then I will go ahead and start taking the metformin. So I won't be doing any monthly updates or anything like that. But if I do start seeing significant changes regarding like my feminine health, I will definitely be sure to come back to you guys and give you an update on if my cycles have been regulating. I'm already going to be showing you pretty much weekly, if not monthly, how much I'm weighing with my weight loss videos or weight loss vlogs. So you will be getting some of these type of updates in those vlogs, but a dedicated video I will do once I see significant results and if I decide to change anything up. So I will give you guys an update as things change and progress, hopefully for the better. It'll be for the better. And I thank you so much for coming along this journey with me. If you have any other questions regarding my PCOS and my health journey, make sure you leave them down in the comments below, or you can follow me on Instagram at Full of Joy Wellness. I will have that linked in the description bar as well, and you can DM me on there. If you have any questions or suggestions on what I could try, let me know down in the comments below what works for you, or on Instagram. So that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching and supporting me and supporting each other through this journey. Hope you all are doing well and staying safe, and make sure you take time each and every day to find your joy. And I will see you in next week's video. Thank you so much for watching. Love you all. Peace.